featuring one of the most content-packed opening stages of any game I've played. The first level of Legend of the Mystical Ninja absolutely captivated me in early 1992. This Year 2 SNES title felt like more of a next-generation experience than even Super Mario World, F-Zero, or Pilot Wings. It begins with Goemon and Ebisumaru relaxing at home, discussing a rumor of recent troubles caused by the formerly innocuous ghost woman of the neighboring Horo temple. The opening segment features huge, colorful sprites of your unlikely heroes, utilizing the SNES's much-hyped Mode 7 function. Seeing the camera zoom in towards Goemon's house, powered by one's very own Super Nintendo, felt as impressive as watching the multi-million-dollar special effects in the recent Terminator 2. The biggest impression the scene managed to make, even greater than fancy 3D sprite zooming, was the series' long-running and unmistakable sense of humor. Both the Japanese and US version has Goemon hilariously breaking the fourth wall, protesting his close-up picture being taken. Meanwhile, in the Japanese script, Ebisumaru admits he has the hots for the ghost lady. Goemon's small, humble hometown manages to be bustling with activity. An almost stereotypically Asian-sounding track plays in the background, its meandering, somewhat exhausting cheerfulness frequently relieved by a fun breakdown of powerful taiko drums. Businesses and modest houses are packed in front of two lively waterfront screens. The streets appear well-trodden with weather-worn fences, relaxing trees and tall grass, rows of barrels, and large decorative stones here and there. Additional buildings and ladders decorate the pleasant, cool morning fog in the background. The roster of enemies begins with the mundane stoic samurai and anonymous Tengai-wearing Buddhists. The quirkier foes include overly aggressive officials and panicked fishermen on the verge of losing control of their slippery catch. Having never been exposed to River City Ransom on the NES, it was a huge novelty to be furiously whacking villagers with a pipe or folding fan, while always having the option to enter shops to make a purchase, or visit your neighbors' houses to glean some information. Upon crossing the bridge to the northern section bordering Horo Temple, a kimonoed lady warns of an ominous cloud descending from the north. The atmosphere instantly turns hostile, the lady disappears in a poof, and monsters have encroached everywhere upon Goemon's now eerie, purple-lit town. Even the waters have turned into a venomous, threatening color under the strikingly beautiful, transparent fog. The now mysterious music features a haunting flute and methodical shamisen, backed by drums and a prominent bass. All the townspeople are terrified by the critters-like furball monsters, and ghosts of both cylindrical and beach ball-like shapes. Exclusively on the lower map, ferocious furballs congregate in groups, waiting to be provoked. The maze operator won't let you enter, as monsters have taken it over. Even the fortune teller thinks the world is ending. Entering the Horo temple, a giant tanuki, more fearsome than most of the game's enemies, warns you of the danger ahead. This first action stage is incredibly moody, an expansive, hilly graveyard with more monsters than Michael Jackson's Thriller. The music features an energetic bass and drums, accompanied by a lively shamisen that sounds as if it's relishing all the chaos. Willow trees and tall grasses violently blow under a chaotic wind as you pass decaying walls, wooden sotoba planks, and ancient stone lanterns. In the most distant background, a seemingly never-ending salmon-colored fog extends miles past the immense bamboo forests. Abandoned huts and floating spirits project menace from hundreds of feet in the distance. Halfway through the stage, suddenly being rained down upon and attacked by the strange Katakasa umbrella monsters was entirely foreign, yet remarkably amusing as an American kid with little cultural context. You'll also have to be wary of mischievously grinning, saucer-eyed fireballs, weathered brown skeletons still clad in their armor, and grumpy blue ghouls popping out from the dirt. When finding yourself encircled by fire spirits upon reaching a giant bell, striking it shall send out reverberations to instantly dispose of all the enemies. Right below, you can knock open a gravestone, which reveals a hidden underground layer full of treasures for the taking, if your feet are well cushioned enough to reach them. Commencing after a tense opening, the boss fight was quite unusual in the day, as the ghost of the Miko, or Shrine Maiden, could be damaged only by deflecting her barrage of spinning plates back at her. Her own transparent body is harmless to the touch. Upon defeating the Miko ghost, a ninja cat emerges, begging you to visit his boss within the island of Shikoku, so insistent that he even gives you enough money to sail out of Goemon's village. The scene is set to one of the game's most solemn and haunting tracks, featuring a soothingly tender bass under the flute and synthesizers. Exiting Horo Temple, you'll feel like a hero as the scene the fortune teller once described as the end of the world has returned back to normal. Even the hapless police and Goemon's love interest Omitsu congratulate you. Don't forget to grab the Kid Dracula bonus from the front of the temple. Before heading off to the Shikoku region, located just south of Japan's main landmass, you may enjoy an assortment of mini-games, most notably a fun, paint roller-based variant of the Snake computer game originating in the 1970s. The entrance to the maze even features a bust of Konami Man, the company's Japan-exclusive mascot during their Famicom days. In a humorous touch which makes replaying the game all the more appealing, you have 3 choices of transport for getting to Shikoku, ranging from a barrel and paddle to an entire luxury cruise ship. The first level was practically a horror movie, so fending off Jaws on the way to stage 2 should be no problem.